Noah's Ark. The man who trusted God when nobody believed him. Long before great cities covered the earth, there lived a man named Noah. The world around him had become filled with violence, hatred, and corruption. People had forgotten God and followed their own desires without caring about righteousness. But among all the people on earth, there was one man who still walked with God. The Bible says in Genesis 6:9, Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. Imagine living in a world where almost everyone chooses the wrong path, but you decide to remain faithful to God. Noah was not perfect, but his heart was different. He trusted God even when others did not. One day, God spoke to Noah and revealed something shocking. He told Noah that the earth had become so full of evil that he would send a great flood to cleanse the world. God said in Genesis 6:13, I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. But God also gave Noah a way of salvation. He commanded him to build a huge ark, a massive boat that would protect Noah, his family, and animals from the coming flood. God gave Noah very specific instructions. Genesis 6:14 says, So make yourself an ark of cypress wood, make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. The ark was not a small boat. It was enormous, and building it required years of hard work, patience, and faith. But think about this. Noah was building a giant ship while everyone around him was probably laughing at him. People may have asked, Noah, why are you building such a huge boat? Where is this flood you are talking about? Do you really believe God told you this? But Noah continued. The Bible says in Hebrews 11:7, By faith Noah, when warned about things not yet seen, in holy fear built an ark to save his family. This is what makes Noah's story powerful. Faith is not only believing when you see the evidence. Faith is trusting God even when you cannot see what is coming. After many years of building, the ark was finally completed. God told Noah to enter the ark with his family and bring pairs of animals. Genesis 7:16 says, Then the Lord shut him in. That verse is powerful. Noah did not close the door himself. God closed it. It shows that God was protecting Noah and keeping his promise. Then the rain began. At first, maybe people thought Noah was wrong. But after 1 day, 2 days, and many days of rain, they realized something was happening that Noah had warned them about. The flood covered the earth, but inside the ark, Noah and his family were safe because they trusted God. The storm outside was powerful, but God's protection was greater. After many days, the waters began to go down. Finally, the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. Noah waited patiently for God's timing. He did not leave the ark until God told him it was safe. When Noah came out, the first thing he did was worship God. Genesis 8:20 says, Then Noah built an altar to the Lord and, taking some of all the clean animals and clean birds, he sacrificed burnt offerings on it. Noah understood that his survival was not because of his own strength. It was because of God's mercy. Then God made a beautiful promise. Genesis 9:13 says, I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. The rainbow became a reminder that God keeps his promises. The story of Noah is not only about a flood. It is about faith. Noah teaches us that sometimes God may ask us to do things that others do not understand. People may laugh at your dreams, your faith, or your obedience to God. But what matters is not people's opinions. What matters is staying faithful to God.